Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. Today we have a little bit of a fun build. This deck is going to really be land-centric. It's really going to focus on putting as many land into the graveyard as possible and just seeing what kind of interactions we have around that. But as always, real quick before we hop into the video, I would like to remind you, if you enjoy the channel or the video, please hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, as well as hitting the like button, checking out all of the cool links in the description down below, and leaving us a comment letting us know what you want to see in a future video. So with that being said, let's hop right into today's deck, and we are playing Terrageddon. So like I mentioned real quickly, this deck focuses on putting lands in our graveyards in many different ways, whether it be sacrificing them, milling them, just however we want to put as many lands in the graveyard because we have different ways to interact with that. One of those being our friend the Terravore. So Terravore was originally from Odyssey. This was brought on to Arena thanks to one of the anthology sets. So you would have to either purchase that anthology set if it's available still, or you would have to craft these using your rare wild cards. So this is a 3-mana trampler, and it says its power and toughness are equal to the number of land cards in all graveyards. So not just our graveyards, but as well as our opponent's graveyards. We also have a card that is almost pretty similar to this in the form of Knight of Reliquary. Again, this was brought to us by one of the last anthology sets. This is a 3-mana 2/2, and it gets +1/+1 for each land in your graveyard. So not your opponent's graveyard, just your own. But it does have the ability to tap and sacrifice the forest or plains and search your library for a land card and put it on the battlefield. So that is kind of a busted ability, because not only do you get to go for any land in your deck, it doesn't have to be a basic, it could be any land, non-basic or basic, but it also comes into play tapped. So Knight of the Reliquary can potentially be used as a mana source. So if you need to cast a 4-mana spell and you only have 3 mana on the board, you can actually tap your 3 mana, tap Knight of the Reliquary, sack one of your plains or your forest, go get another land out of your deck, and get that 4th mana, tap it, cast your 4-mana spell. So that is something worth noting that you can do. We also have a Gitrog monster. Gitrog monster, 5 mana, 6/6 with Death Touch, already a ridiculous stat line. But it says at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog monster unless you sacrifice a land. So you do have to sacrifice a land every turn, but you get to play an additional land on each of your turns, and whenever one or more land cards is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card. So anytime one of our lands goes to the graveyard, we're going to be replacing it with a card draw. Pretty good. And that could be whether or not it's milled, or if we discard it, or if we sacrifice it. So anyway, that's really good. Now let's kind of look at some of the ways we get our lands in the graveyard. We have Stitcher Supplier, just a good 1-drop, mill 3 cards when it dies and when it comes into play. We have Glowspore Shaman. This mills 3 when it comes into play. This is also going to help us actually fix land. So when this comes into play, we get to take a land from our graveyard and put it on top of our library if we want to. So if we need a mana fixing of a certain color, or if we just want to make sure that we're drawing our next land, this is going to allow us to fix that. We also have Binding of the Titans. This is going to allow each player to mill for 3 on Chapter 1 when it comes into play. We can exile 2 cards from graveyards on Chapter 2, and then on Chapter 3 we actually can get either a land or a creature back. Alright, so a little bit of the... we also do want to hit on Fall of the Thran. So this is another way to get lands in the graveyard. 6 mana, Chapter 1, destroy all lands. So we're paying 6 mana to destroy all lands. And then, yeah, each player returns 2 lands from their graveyard to the battlefield. No big deal, but we're really focusing on destroying all lands because, again, Terravore will greatly benefit from that. Knight of the Reliquary will benefit from that as well, but not as much as Terravore, since this is going to be a giant trampler at that point. We do have 1 copy of Bending of Dominaria. I do want to test this out. This mills 2 cards just for us, but then we get to return a creature card from our graveyard. So we actually get to do that on chapters 1 and 2. And then on chapters 3, this is not really combo centric with the land in the graveyard, but it can ramp us in a certain way. This returns all lands from our graveyard to the battlefield, and then we shuffle our graveyard into our library. So we could potentially bring all of our lands back into play with this, but then we could just put it right back with Fall of the Thran if we do have Terravore in play. So it's not necessarily there for that. This is really just a, hey, in case they're killing all of our creatures and we need some way to shuffle. It was kind of in between playing this and Gaia's Blessing, but I really wanted to try this out because we just haven't really given this card a shot yet. All right, a few utility cards. We have 2 copies of Murderous Rider because we want to be able to kill creatures or planeswalkers. We have 2 copies of Knight of Autumn. Again, we want to be able to kill artifacts and enchantments or gain life if we need to for against aggro. We do have 3 copies of Collected Company because, as noting, Terravores and Knight of the Reliquaries are 3 mana. So we could potentially hit 2 copies of either of these, put those into play. That would be kind of busted. And then lastly, we do have 3 copies of Eerie Ultimatum. As you can tell by our crazy land base, which we are playing 27 lands, we do have a lot of 1s and 2s because if they're in our graveyard, we're going to Eerie Ultimatum because we are going to be doing a lot of milling, and we can bring all of these different lands into play. And it doesn't really matter because maybe we mill a Fall of the Thran, we bring all these land into play. We also bring a Fall of the Thran into play, which just kills them all anyway. But it's just, hey, we're doing this, we can trigger Get Rog Monster. There's just a bunch of different interactions. And again, Mending of Dominaria maybe shouldn't be in here, but I do want to try it out because it's just one of those cards that I feel like has potential. We just got to find where that potential lies. So, all right, with that being said, let's hop into the gameplay. So let's see if we can rattle off, another 6 or 7 wins in a row like we did in yesterday's video. So, all right, we'll see you guys at the wrap up. All right, Terrageddon. Let's see what we can do with this. I think this is an okay hand. Not the best hand, but it's okay. Say hello to our first opponent of many. Ooh. So, yeah, we're just gonna run this out, stay on curve. Let's get some land. We're gonna get the Evolving Wilds to thin the deck. Interesting, so we need to be pretty quick about this. Yeah, not too sure we can actually be too quick here. I wonder what basics they have in their deck. There's one. Well, the problem here is this puts us behind a turn. And I think in order to win, we have to be able to take them off of all of their land. I don't think one land is going to do anything. I think they... I might as well hit this plains. let's risk it. No, they actually just have all of the basics in their deck. Unfortunate. We get to bring a creature back. Get a Knight of on him. Not the worst. Hit their Sanctum. Probably in still a lot of trouble. I feel like we have to top deck land in order to win. That's not a land. So could just get a land here. Yeah, I think this is the best thing we can do. Is just set up for next turn, potentially. All right, do it to it. All right, it has to be this turn. 100% has to be this turn. For some reason, out of the corner of my eye, I thought that was a Field of the Dead. Oh, man, we did it. Oh, we did it. This is going to be a sick turn. I got to stretch. It's either going to happen or it's not. Two, three, four, five. I guess the lands don't matter. We're going to draw so many cards. We're going to draw so many cards. Oh, it's just one or more. Never mind. Oh, so sick. So sick. Good game. Good game. Oh, man. That was a sick first game. Sick first game. Let's hydrate. Celebrate. Oh, man. I guess I misread Get Rog Monster. One or more, and that makes sense. But if we would have lost them individually, one at a time, we would have drawn all the cards. All right, we're gonna keep this guy. This person has probably the best name I've seen in a while. Indie McEmo Pants. Yeah. That's a great name, sir. Or friend. Losing 2 Cocos there is not ideal. I don't think we need to get rid of this Maze Mind Tome right now. I mean, it's just going to scry for the next, at least, turn. I don't want to see a Cry the Carnarium here. Okay, they actually don't have one. That's good. One land. So I think here we're actually going to kill the, oh, we lost our last Coco. I think here we do kill it. This will put them off for life in a couple turns. Really do have to worry about Ritualist Sit, though. You really never know what indie McEmo Pants is going to play. Alright, well. Not a bad pull. Not a bad pull. We're going to hold on to this Terravore. We don't want to throw out another odd because we know now they're playing Extinction Event. Golos. Golos is not good. Golos is a big old boy. I guess at this point we are going to attack. They have a lot of mana. Yep. Freaking Ugin. It's always Ugin. Oh, it's Liliana. That's bad also. That's bad also. Alright, what are we exiling? You did it. For the Scry Master. What goes on top? Does anything go on top? Because we could just get a land here. Yeah, I guess we'll get a Triome. That'll at least cycle. We're going to lose to this deck anyway. Here comes the Ugin. Oh no. Well, maybe next turn. Seven mana total. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is... okay.
Rise and shine.
Ormond Crypt. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a bunch. Indie McEmo Pants got us. I mean, they have to block, right? All right, here comes Ugin. Scoop to Ugin. Ugin. Sakama's just as good. Oh, just as good as Ugin. Nice. Did it. Three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, we did it. Beware. All right, good game. Good game. Zakama! I can't yell. I got people sleeping, so. All right. That last game, they got us. Indie McEmo Pants. The name that will live on forever in infamy. I'm just trying to put a visualization together in my head on what that person looks like. Right, opponent goes first. They're playing Luris. I don't know how I feel about this. They're playing the Luris we don't want to be playing again. I feel like we have a decent chance against the other one. We'll get us a land, hopefully. There we go, perfect. And we're going to block as much as possible. May not be possible at all. They might just go Arcane Flight here and... Okay. Ah, that's rough. That is rough. Yep. Yep. I mean, these core spirit dancers, they're gonna get us. I mean, there's just no there's no way around this. This represents half of our life total now. More than half. Oh, so we lose here, actually, if they play this correctly. Oh, no, they just kill us. Doesn't matter if you attack with everything or not, we still lose. don't even know why you would have backed that up. To tap specific lands to cast a spell. Tap them before starting to cast your spell. Kima, PMT. Can keep this. This is an alright hand. Not the best hand, but it's alright. Rootbound Crag. Go milling. Wow. He didn't mill. Crap. What'd they mill? Really? Really? We're gonna take this Stitchers. No, we're not. We're gonna take this Knight of Autumn. They're just playing Song of Creation, so just all the ramp, huh? Okay. What was the point of playing that? Just not hitting anything. And that's fine. Is this a tutelage Song of Creation deck? I feel like we're about to get opted. As soon as our opponent decides. Okay, there we go. Sure. That's why we left the land there. But I think we just get Song of Creation now. Tap these, and then start casting the zeros. Is there any realistic chance that this is not a Song of Creation deck? That's the card I'm thinking of, right? Song of Creation? Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. No, yep, that's... There she be. Do we just get milled though? Do we have any way to put cards back on top of our library? Glow Spore Shaman, but at instant speed. Yep. Oh man, we're getting wrecked. Yep. 15. I mean, there's absolutely no way that you fizzle from here. I mean, you don't even need to be doing this. Just cast spells. Yep, this is a little degenerate. Alright, they got us. They got us. All they have to do is say go. All they have to do is say go. Oh, good game, good game. Instantaneous. We need to have another sip. We are losing too many games. We're gonna mulligan this. We're gonna keep this. Oh, we're just playing mono blue. Please don't be just mono blue. Oh, it's mill. Well, we're gonna help you out. Yep. Oof. A lot of cards, my friend. I know it's like a gamer roulette here. Oh, God, I knew we should have done it then. Can't be another one too close, right? Like, when do we fire off the collected company? Okay. Definitely now. I guess we just have to hope. We're definitely going to put a card on top. That might be enough. We have 3 cards left after this. Oh my god, we won. Oh my god. That was a crazy, crazy mill. Terravore, 21-21. Doing work. Doing work. Yeah, I just have never seen that mill card before. The one that says bounce and mill. Not that I can recall. Could be completely wrong, but all right, well, Javier, let's have a good game. We're gonna be playing a little off curve, but not too fond of seeing a Rakdos land there. Glow Spore, don't really want another Glow Spore. I think 1 is enough for this hand. Oh, okay, you're doing that. You're doing that. Oh, we're doing this. You're doing this. Are we gonna see tokens? I think so. Oh no, okay. So do they have the reanimate with haste spell? Citrus supplier. Oh god, and they hit the freaking 2 of those right there. Ridiculous. I mean, that's not horrible, I guess. Okay. Good thing is they have to block, right? So don't have a land here, please. Oh, they have one. And they get to they get to recur something. It's got to be good though. Now they're gonna jump with the Stitcher Supplier. Do these two. So we get to attack and then do it all over again. All right, let's do that again. Seems good. Seems good. Finally. All right, final boss. We're just trying to get a winning record right now. We are 3-3. Rack Daddy. What a name for a final boss. At least the avatar is fitting. We're going first. We don't have any green. Green is very key for this deck. Guess we're gonna keep. Be gentle. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Don't love it. All right, maybe. Interesting. All right, so they have access to 4 mana here. 4 mana gets them a... Oh, are they going to try to infinite combo us? I think they are. We get a forest. Plain old forest. Alright, what if we ping this? No, we don't want to give him a creature right now. I guess drawing this other collected company was pretty good. Wow, there's a card we haven't seen in a long time. Growing Rights of Itlamok. Oh, they're playing like a weird, like... Okay. What does this do? Oh, we gotta do something in response to him casting this. Let's hit some land. One. So we could put a land on top here. Ghost Quarter on top. Yeah, kind of like that. And do we want to do it again? Nope. That was a pretty good turn. Oh, we did it. Yes. Oh, I was worried. I was worried with this deck for a little while. I was worried. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up. And this deck, it's not bad. I mean, it's by no means competitive. We went 4-3. It did come down to our final boss there playing whatever weird spider deck they were playing. But yeah, it was all right. It definitely loses to aggro decks, or just decks that can control us pretty well. Decks that are running a lot of graveyard hate, they beat us. And right now, graveyard hate is pretty prominent just because there's so many other decks that are using their graveyards, you know, like the Rakdos sacrifice deck and the Jund sacrifice deck. There's just a lot of graveyard decks that are prevalent right now, that are actually doing really well. So people want to have those graveyard hate cards, and you know who's to blame them, because it's good to be able to play against decks that are good and have answers. So yeah, so we didn't really get to Mending of Dominaria at all. I don't really recall, and I do feel like we did draw it a couple times, or we pitched it to our mulligan. It was never really something we ever wanted, and I felt like, at least in this deck, it was just too slow. You know, it would have not been good during those games. But super happy with how the rest you know, built out. I do think if I were to play this in the future, I would probably just go ahead and take out the Eerie Ultimatums. I would clean up the mana base. I just don't think I want to focus on the Eerie Ultimatum side at all. I felt like it was a good backup, but I would probably just put in more Fall of the Thrans and another Collected Company, more ways to just actually mill ourselves, maybe with the Black Saga. Just trying to think of some other cards, but yeah, that's really where I would focus right now. That's basically at least 4 cards we could take out. So maybe plus 1 more Fall of the Thran, maybe even 2 more, 1 more Collected Company, and maybe even another Night of Autumn, because I felt like Night of Autumn is pretty good. Yeah, that's where we'd be. But let me know what you think about in the comments down below with this deck, and let me know that you made it to the end of the video. And again, if you enjoy the channel and like the video, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And again, please check out all of the cool links down in the description below, as well as joining that Discord, because we are having lots of fun in there. So All right, with that being said, guys, you stay safe and stay hydrated, and we will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.